Coaching a team is like having a family. For John Basti, his own family journey started off turbulent.
August 15, 2009 is when we got married. Since then, we knew that we wanted to have a family. We knew we wanted to have children. We realized pretty soon that it wasn't going to happen naturally.
It was tough when people around you are getting pregnant. We started to talk about whether or not we really wanted to try it again. It's a lot on your mental health. And then we started talking about adoption. And I think that's sort of when things started to get better, knowing that we are going to have kids. It's just not going to happen naturally.
One of Megan's PE students at the time, Tyler, did something special during one day of dodgeball at Walsh Intermediate School.
He was like, Mrs. Basti, I'm not really feeling good today. Can I just sit out?
He had noticed that a few of the other kids in the class were like picking on this one special needs kid.
Tyler watched her and he's like, I'm going to go into the game. And I'm like, are you sure you're not feeling well? And he's like, yeah.
Tyler, who was 8 years old at the time, wasn't going to let the bullying continue.
Like, that's messed up. So then I just went and I played and I threw it at him pretty hard.
He proceeded to get the other team out and protect her, and like she'd get him a ball and they sort of worked together. Then he came back over and he sat by me. I was like, oh, holy cow, that's really cool. I have to tell his parents. I pulled up his information after class. It said foster parent.
Right away, she was like, this has to be a sign.
What do you think about reaching out about this kid? I said, he's awesome, John, and he's a foster kid, like maybe. And John was like, let's do it.
Up to that point, the Bastis were well underway on the grueling adoption training process.
Classes are not a joke. It was every Monday night and it was for 4 hours and you couldn't miss a single class.
A couple weeks later, she came home and she was like,
it's not just Tyler, he's a package deal. He comes with a little brother, he's in 4th grade.
He's probably like the most important person to me.
I remember when I was sick and my current guardian at the time, she didn't really take care of me, and Tyler like put me to bed and like got me food and just took care of me for a long time.
After several weeks, it was time for their social worker to let the boys know the good news.
I was like, oh, like here we go again, like it's just another random people I'm not gonna know and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, whatever, I don't really care anymore. And then they were like, Tyler, you actually know who these people are? And I was like, no, I don't, I have no clue what you're talking about. And like, yeah, it's your teacher, Miss Basti. Like I felt better about it because I knew who it was at least.
Megan was on a yearly field trip when she got a call that the boys wanted to meet their new family at home.
Yeah, like Tyler was jumping up and down, and they're actually going to meet John right now. They pulled in the driveway.
I was on FaceTime the whole time and we met him.
we walked to the house and we sat down and talked for a bit.
He was really nice off the jump, so I felt pretty comfortable, and I love dogs. So like I always wanted a dog and everything.
On June 10th, 2016, Tyler and Dom officially became a part of the Basti family. It took a while for them to build trust with their new parents.
I didn't really feel love from anybody before, so when I did receive it, it was kind of like, I didn't believe it. I was just like, it didn't mean anything to me. I didn't know what it was, you know what I mean?
Eventually, the boys softened up to their new family.
We were sitting on the steps having a really good conversation with Tyler, and Tyler alluded to the fact and said, like, you know, we're the core 4. Dom and Dad and you and me, like, that's the core 4. We're the core 4. It made me feel like that's love. You don't have to birth a child to be their parent.
Tyler's currently a freshman on Sacred Heart's football team. He and Dom have learned gratitude since the adoption.
Just enjoy what I have now, because everything else that's happened is in the past, and to look forward in the future to what we have.
I'm very thankful for them taking me into the family and like putting a roof over my head and giving me food every night.
It has been an unbelievable adventure.
John and Megan desperately desired to be parents, and when fate brought Tyler and Dom into their world, they became the Core 4. This is Tommy Corabanis, Sacred Heart Sports Media, Fairfield, Connecticut.